Welcome to Debrief. Hi, this is Rashika, and I'm your host for the day. I would be taking you through the highlights of the webinar on a very vital topic: rational use of COVID 19 convalescent plasma. This was organized by DG Shield in association with Indian Medical Association Nagpur on 3rd September 2020. With the rapid increase in number and uncertain methods of treating the affected patients, the terror of COVID-19 pandemic seems to have no end in the near future. Although the development of a preventative vaccine is being carried on, it is considered at least a year before a commercial one is available. At this junction, the option that the doctors in every nation are considering is the use of convalescent plasma. But here lies the confusion. What is convalescent plasma? When should it be considered as an option? Does it have any side effects? To give an in depth knowledge of the same and to clear the doubts, if any, DG Shield, in collaboration with Indian Medical Association Nagpur, organized a webinar where the eminent speakers majorly focused on the ramifications and use of convalescent plasma. The session was kick-started by Dr. Harish Varbhe, a medical director in RBD Plasma Bank Nagpur, mainly focused on immunodynamics, various test options, and utility. He began his speech by outlining some basic factors of COVID 19 and the different stages of the illness. Through graphs, he tried to create the difference between coronavirus and other viruses as IgM and IgG antibodies appear simultaneously. He gave detailed information about the different tests available along with their importance. The broad aspect of SARS CoV 2 structure and various antigens and antibodies were discussed in detail by Dr. Harish Varbhe. Let's enlighten ourselves regarding the importance of the Simon's test and its importance.
There are like Roche and Abbott antibody kits. They target the nucleocapsid antibody. The Ortho kit targets the S1, but the Siemens is the kit which targets the RBD of the virus, and which is very important. Out of all this, about Roche, Diasorin, Ortho, Beckman, Siemens, ELISA, and Kavach, this is the only kit which is approved by the US FDA to detect the RBD, and which is quantitative for the quantitative estimation also. And the Public Health of England, with in collaboration with the Oxford University, has quantified the assays, the various assays, and the Siemens is the only kit which is sensitive and specific. Rest are all specific only, and there is good correlation with the RBDs and not with the neutralizing antibodies.
Up next, Dr. Radhe Muni, who is a professor in respiratory medicine in IGGMC Nagpur, began to address the crucial topic: right clinical stage for CCP use. She began to dig deep inside our mind and answer the questions such as: is plasma a drug? Will the vaccine replace it? She shed some light over the common doubts regarding the need and want of plasma for the treatment of COVID 19. Not every patient can be treated through the convalescent plasma. To consider it as an option, she suggests a proper team assessment of the same. Dr. Radhe Muni shared the task force recommendations in case of convalescent plasma. Let's educate ourselves on the same.
So task force recommendations which have come recently, that is on the 13th of August, are currently in the stage 2B, that is moderate disease. You can give convalescent plasma where there is pneumonia with early respiratory failure, respiratory rate more than 24, SpO2 90 to 94 on room air or even with supplementation, age more than 18. X-ray showing pneumonia is a very important criteria. Moderate disease of the patients who are either not improving with oxygen or who have a very rapid increase in the need of oxygen in spite of optimum use of steroid. We are all well aware that as of now we are advocating steroids in the moderate phase of disease, but these patients who are on optimum dose of steroids, and in spite of that, if the oxygen requirement is progressively, and I should even add the words rapidly increasing, these are the patients, and this is the right time when you should intervene and start thinking of giving plasma. As well as if when you look at the lung infiltrates, and if your facilities allows doing a follow-up CT or a repeat chest X-ray is done, and where you see that the lung involvement is rapidly, the lungs are deteriorating and the involvement is increasing 50% in last 24 to 48 hours, this is the right time when you should advise convalescent plasma and use it judiciously.
The webinar ended on a good note when Dr. Muhammad Faisal, who is holding a position as Professor and Head Department of Ortho in GMCH, addressed a very vital topic, Project Platina and its aim in the COVID pandemic. The lucid speech focused mainly on the role of plasma and its effect. The topic spanned out from the vaccine and plasma difference to how the Project Platina came into the picture. He suggested that the project's basic agenda is to set up 21 plasma banks all over Maharashtra with 21 plasmapheresis centers and 400 ml of plasma donation to cure 5,000 patients. There are certain guidelines for the donor. Let's just know what they are.
The donor's criteria can only be taken from a recovered COVID-19 patients 28 days after the last symptoms or 2 weeks after a negative report. Although the negative report as per ICMR is not mandatory now. So we go for 28 days last symptom. Standard selection criteria for whole blood or plasma donation according to local standard guidelines like age and weight has to be taken into consideration. Female donors should never have been pregnant because of HLA antibodies. So there has to be nulliparous. Quantity is between 200 to 500 ml depending upon a lot of factors like machine, the blood pressure of the patient or these, and can donate every 28 days. As per our guidelines, a donor can donate only after another 28 days. And of course, it should be antibody positive.
At the end of the webinar, Mr. Deepen Mehta, COO in DigiShield, took the chair where he discussed in detail how DigiShield is enabling doctors to safely and securely practice this testing times of COVID-19. DigiShield can conduct a quick and effective COVID-19 career risk screening of every patient before visiting clinics. You can log on for more information about DigiShield on www.digishield.me. To view the complete webinar, click on the debrief menu. For now, this is Rashika signing off. Till next time, stay safe, stay strong.